What's going on, y'all? It's DG back with another video, and today going to be giving y'all a quick review on these right here. This is the EQLZ 247, the first signature basketball shoe from the brand, so let's get right into it. I know I'm like very late for this review, but I have been playing in these and it's very interesting because this is, again, the first basketball shoe from the brand, so I did want to give it a little bit of time. But let's start off with the traction. So the traction was very interesting at first because the main call out is that it does look like the Kobe 9. Okay, it does look like the Kobe 9, but there's a lot of shoes that kind of like mimic a foot type of traction pattern. So it was just kind of cool to see that at first. Performance wise, this traction is good. This traction is good, okay? Even on dust, it does perform pretty well in my opinion. Will I say this is like the best traction setup of all time? I don't think so. And I will say that you do need to break this in, because the one thing that I will call out is the sides. Like, it's just like rubber on the sides of the traction. You guys see there's nubs and lines all throughout the middle, but you guys see that the entire outsole is not consisted of all of that, right? On the outer edge, there's basically just like straight rubber, and that starts out a little bit slippery at first and may take some time to break in and also get used to. I would just recommend, if you are buying this shoe, then just break it in, use it a lot for sure. Like those first 2 to 3 hours, I think you should be good. But from first kind of like run or impressions, then you will start to feel a little bit different, in my opinion, at least. Like I felt like there was a little bit of a disconnect, but after breaking it in, it's good. So in summary, this traction is pretty good in my opinion. I didn't really have any issues. Next up, the cushion is pretty nice as well, which was a big surprise to me because honestly, coming from a brand I have not heard of, like, I don't know, the tech, I didn't expect anything, right? I just played in it and felt how it actually played in. So I really do like the cushion setup in these. I would say it's like balanced throughout, right? Like there's not a lot of like discrepancy between the forefoot or the heel. It kind of felt like the same, which was nice. It was like a nice balanced ride. With that said though, I think that there are better shoes for court feel. Like this isn't the best shoe for court feel, but for me personally, I kind of like that because I do like some forefoot cushion. But I would say this is just a balanced ride. This kind of fits, a one size fits all type of deal. Like this is a very, kind of versatile cushion setup. It's not going to be the most plush or amazing, but I would just say it's like balanced. So if you're the type of player that just wants adequate cushioning, then I would say this shoe is great for that, right? It's not going to be ultra responsive like Air Zoom with Strobel and like Cushlon at the bottom, right? This is going to be like a balanced cushion setup. It's a little bit higher off the ground than what I'm used to in other shoes. So just keep that in mind if you're a court feel type of player, but it is balanced. It does feel good. And honestly, at the end of the day, it is adequately comfortable. The materials are definitely one of my favorite things about the shoe. You guys can see that the upper consists of this knit all throughout. Even at the ankle portion, it comes with this sleeve. And then honestly, like the rubberized, midsole is pretty nice to feel in hand, right? It does feel like you're getting a quality product. So in terms of materials, just looks wise, I like it. In terms of actual performance, it feels like a sock on your foot. But I will say two things about the materials, which will lead into my next topic. But the first thing I want to say is that it does get scuffed up pretty. And honestly, the materials do feel nice on your foot. It is somewhat breathable as well. The reason why I say somewhat is because the bottom, which leads into my next topic, is still, rubber, right? Like it's still a little bit bottom heavy. So in terms of weight, I felt like the one downside to this shoe, and there's another downside, which I'll talk about next, is that this shoe feels a little bit bottom heavy, especially for me. And I'm not sure if it's because I didn't get my right size, which I'll talk about the fit next, but it is still, like, in my opinion, bottom heavy. And what I mean by that, I'm not going to say this is the heaviest shoe in the world, but there are some shoes that I've tested that are a little bit bottom heavy with like, I would say this kind of reminds me of the AE1, where it's like a very good shoe, but it is a little bit heavy. So if you're a type of person that moves fast, super shifty, then maybe this isn't the shoe for you. But if you're like a very skilled player who doesn't really doesn't care about the weight, then yeah, you can still hoop in these. The second thing I will say is the fit. I would definitely go down half a size in these. So I'm not sure if it's because I didn't, I went true to size and the fit wasn't good, so I felt a little bit more weight. I'm not sure if it's because of that, but even then, I still feel like this is a little bit bottom heavy. Even then, I would just go down half a size, guys, especially in this shoe. I felt like it was supposed to fit like a sock, and it does, but there is some volume in the forefoot, and even like in my hands, these look a little bit big. So I would definitely just go down half a size in this shoe, whether you're a wide footer or a narrow footer, right? Like, I don't think you're going to have any issues going down half a size if you're a wide footer. And if you're a narrow footer, then definitely go down half a size because your foot is not gonna fill this out, in my opinion. The support is really good in this shoe. I would just say that, you know, it does have some plastic reinforcement on both the lateral and medial sides right here. So you're going to feel locked in. The lacing system also fits like a low top, right? You guys see that the lacing system stops right here and not actually where the sleeve is, right? So these kind of fit like a low top. They feel like a low top. And so again, go down half a size. The support is good, right? It does look supportive, right? Because the plastic and the materials and the rubber come up off the sidewall. I would just say, again, to just go down half a size so you maximize the fit benefits in these, because that was one of the two main downsides of the shoe, right? Like the first one being that it's a little bit bottom heavy. And then the second one is that, you know, the fits wasn't great for me, but I went true to size. I think going down half a size, I would have had a little bit of a better experience. Looks wise, I think these look great. I think, again, you know, a lot of people are saying these remind people of Yeezys, and honestly, of course they do, because they're a little bit futuristic. They have this sock-like design. They kind of look like a 350 high top, or, you know, a Yeezy 700 or something like that, right? But without even thinking of Yeezy or Kanye, these are still nice shoes, and they're very innovative, right? Like by innovative, I mean they look different, because a lot of shoes today, they look the same, right? So I think a lot of consumers want something different on the market. I would say for 150 USD, you're getting a great shoe. You really are, in my opinion. You're getting good cushion, you're getting good traction. So that concludes my review on these bad boys right here, the EQLZ 247. Absolutely love the colorway, by the way, even the looks like I just talked about. I like triple black, and these are just very clean on foot. Again, just go down half a size, and I feel like, you know, these are going to be much. They do have a white and black colorway, I believe a triple white colorway as well. So these are very nice, just design wise. So leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys think of the EQLZ 247, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.